Hey everyone, what is up? This is Ricky here from RPI, and I am going to bring you a few cards that I have made myself using the Yu-Gi-Oh card creator site. So just sit back and enjoy as you see this Fallen deck that I have created. So first off, we have Fallen Warrior of Alem. It's a Dark Warrior, 3 stars, 1400 attack and 1200 defense, and this card cannot be destroyed by battle. You contribute this face-up card on the field to add one fallen card from your deck to your hand. So it's a pretty good searcher. I mean, can't be destroyed, which is nice. Level 3, go into some rank 3s, find some good synchros, whatever. But the whole point of this fallen deck is essentially it's a bunch of warriors, a few spellcasters, and dragons as well that have fallen from their place of glory in their like town or area, and yeah. Here's the dragon, Fallen Dragon of Eslam. This card cannot be targeted by card effects, and you can normal summon this card without tributing. If you control exactly one other fallen monster on the field, that is. When this card is in your graveyard, you can banish it and special summon one level 4 or lower fallen monster from your deck. Not a bad card. I made the attack purposely low, just because, well, first off, the effect to normal without tributing, and then its effect of banishing. And on top of that, it has an equip card, Eslam, and this goes great with it. This card can only be equipped to Fallen Dragon of Eslam. Increase the equipped monster's attack by 500 points. So technically he would be 2200 attack if you equip him with that card. Then we have Alem, which is another equipped spell card, and it can only be equipped to Fallen Warrior of Alem. Once per turn, if your opponent activates a spell or trap card that targets the equipped monster, you can negate the activation of the card and destroy it. Those of you who don't remember for some reason, here's Fallen Warrior of Alem. Now we have Fallen Magician of Alem. Obviously, he would be a spellcaster with 800 attack, 2000 defense, a dark 4-star. This card can attack your opponent directly, and if it's selected as an attack target, it is changed to defense position. Now we have the Fallen Warlord of Alem. When this card is summoned, destroy all other cards on the field, then special summon as many Fallen Army of Alem from your deck as possible. You cannot conduct your battle phase the turn this card is summoned. And he is a tuner. This is the Fallen Army of Alem. If this card is special summoned by the effect of a fallen monster, you can draw one card. Realm of the Fallen, which is the field spell for this deck. During your draw phase, you can activate this card's effect to add one fallen monster from your deck to your hand. You cannot conduct your draw phase the turn you activate this effect. Now we have Guardian of Alem. Now Guardian of Alem, his effect is he cannot be normal summoned or set, and he can only be special summoned by tributing one Fallen Warrior of Alem equipped with Alem. This card cannot be targeted or destroyed by card effects, and you can banish this card to half your opponent's life points. And this is Guardian of Eslam. This card cannot be normal summoned or set. This card can only be special summoned by tributing one Fallen Dragon of Eslam equipped with Eslam. This card cannot be targeted or destroyed by card effects. Once per turn, you can pay 1000 life points, select and destroy one card your opponent controls. And here we have Fallen Dragon Attack Force. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, this card loses 200 attack. If this card's attack reaches 0, destroy this card and special summon one Fallen Dragon Attack Force from your hand or deck. And now we have Fallen Dragon Overlord. He cannot be normal summoned or set, and he can only be special summoned by banishing 3 Fallen Dragon Attack Force. This one. Oh, by the way, the Dragon Attack Force, that was kind of a nod towards the Goblin Attack Force. But, you have to banish 3 Fallen Dragon Attack Force from your graveyard. And when this card is summoned, destroy all cards on the field. Then inflict 500 points of damage for every card destroyed by this effect. During the end phase of the turn this card was summoned, banish it. Here we have a continuous spell called Fallen Territory. Each time a fallen monster is summoned, you can place one fallen counter on this card, max 4. You can remove 2 fallen counters on this card to special summon one fallen monster from your graveyard. When this card has 4 fallen counters on it, send this card to the grave graveyard and draw 3 cards. Then discard 1 card from your hand. And here we have the Synchro Fallen Warlock of Alem. He's a spellcaster, and he requires 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner monsters. This card gains 200 attack for each fallen monster in your graveyard. And once per turn, you can banish 1 fallen monster in your graveyard and special summon 1 fallen tuner monster from your graveyard. Fallen, Unite. It's a counter trap card, and you can only activate this card if a face-up fallen warrior type monster you control is targeted for an attack. You get to negate the attack and special summon 1 fallen dragon type monster from your deck. Here we have Fallen Contact, which kind of works a bit opposite of Fallen Unite in the sense that instead of it being a warrior on the field to pull out a dragon, there's got to be a dragon on the field to pull out a warrior. But you don't need an attack to activate the trap. There's a catch though. So you can only activate this card if you control face-up Fallen Dragon type monster. Special summon 1 Fallen Warrior type monster from your graveyard, but it's destroyed during the end phase. Here we have Fallen Dragon Warrior of Eslam. Rank 4 Exceed, it requires 2 level 4 Fallen monsters. When this card is Exceed summoned, inflict 500 points of damage to your opponent. Once per turn, you can detach 1 Exceed material from this card. Double this card's attack until the end phase of your opponent's next turn. If this card would be destroyed, you can detach 1 Exceed material instead. So not bad, 1800 attack, so doubled is 3600 attack. So, and it lasts until your opponent's next turn, and you can detach to keep it alive. So not a bad card at all, in my opinion. Now this card is Fallen Epidemic, which is a quick play spell card. Target a fallen monster you control. Switch it to defense mode and change its attack and defense to 0. It cannot be destroyed by battle this turn, and any monster that's supposed to say that, not than, that battles the targeted monster is destroyed at the end of the battle phase. Here we have Fallen oh yeah, I forgot, I added a few beasts in here as well, and then I added a zombie as well. But Fallen Beasts of Eslam. It's a tuner and 1 star, and you can discard this card from your hand to add 1 fallen monster, except Fallen Beasts of Eslam, from your deck to your hand. And it's just a general searcher. Now we have Fallen Undead Warrior, and first off, I should probably point out all the art in here. I just found it online. But I didn't realize this art was that realistic, so it kind of didn't match, but I decided to keep it because it does look pretty cool. But it's a level 3 tuner zombie. At the start of your main phase, if this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card. You can only use the effect of Fallen Undead Warrior once per turn. If this card is used for a synchro summon, you must banish this card. Here we have Fallen Beast of the Forest, a rank 4 Exceed that requires 2 level 4 fallen monsters. Once per turn, you can detach 1 Exceed material from this card. Add 1 fallen monster from your graveyard to your hand. So it's a nice recovery right there. And that's all I have for the Fallens that I decided to create. It was actually tons of fun creating this, and maybe I'll do this again with some other kind of deck theme. But let me know what you thought. Do you think this is too OP? Do you think it's not strong enough within our current meta? Yeah, just let me know what you thought. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Follow me on TSU. I'll leave a link for that down below. And if you don't know what TSU is, feel free to check out my video pretty much giving a brief overview of what TSU is. And that's it for now, guys. Alright, see ya.